Oh, what a beautiful morning, as the song says. It is Friday, the 26th of May, and we're heading off camping. The weather has been fantastic in Ireland for the last week, maybe even 10 days, and it's not to change over the weekend, and I believe well into next week. Next weekend is the June bank holiday weekend, and myself, Deirdre and Charlie are actually on holidays and heading to, lots and lots of places, but the upcoming videos will be from County Clare, Galway, Connemara, Mayo, and I think Westmeath or Meath. I'm not too sure, but they're coming videos. For today, we are heading off to Ardmore. We haven't been to Ardmore in a long, long time. It's just for motorhomes. It's Ardmore Seaview Motorhome Park. There's no facilities with the exception of fresh water, black water disposal and grey water disposal. They have put electricity into a couple of about 15 or 16 hard stands. But there have been changes since last year. So I wasn't actually going to do a revisit of Ardmore because we've got a couple of videos up there already. But Chris was there a couple of weeks ago and he said there's a few changes being made, and Deirdre wants to go to the sea this weekend. So that's where we are. She's working today. She's going to follow us down in the car. I'm going to make my way inside. I'm going to get Charlie Brown. There will be very little road footage because you've seen it all before, possibly just as we make our way into Ardmore, so you can see us driving down the farmyard into the field and parking up, and the first look at the sea view. So no skipping the road footage. It's only going to be a minute, maybe 2 minutes tops. So we made it to Ardmore Seaview Motorhome Park. We're here about an hour. Normally what I do when we get to a campsite, first thing I do is plug in and then put the silver screens up. But because we're not on a campsite with power, the first thing I do here in Ardmore is turn the gas on for the fridge and then put the silver screens up, which, as you can see behind Charlie, they're up. There is a video somewhere on our info about the silver screens. They are fantastic. We've had a ramble, we've had a feed, I've edited some video. People came over to see us. We do say to you, if you see us on a campsite, please do call over, say hi. One chap, I didn't get his name, we met him about 2 years ago. He's just back from mainland Europe after being away for a year. Then we met Charles. Charles is a regular. He was at our meetups and he's here in Ardmore quite a lot, and we meet him regularly on our travels. And then Donald was here, I think, with his wife. They called over. They were the first people to call over and say hi. So if you do see us on a campsite or the likes of here, come over here. Do call over and say hi. A few things have changed since we were here last. When we used to come here in the beginning, it was great. The whole camping crew could park together in a little circle and just have an absolute ball. Then the pandemic hit and Dick had to make changes. And while they were closed, they put in electric gates and cameras and stuff like that. And they marked out pitches and thank you. They marked out pitches and made it easier for you to park, putting 4 meters behind, and then each row behind is staggered. And that was fine, that's great, and it worked out brilliant. We weren't here last year. In fact, I've never even had the B-ball here. So it could be a year and a half since we were here last. So Deirdre wanted to come away this weekend because we're off on our holidays next weekend. and it is beautiful. I will take a quick walk around. No, I won't. I'll show you where we are. A few changes they've made. There are now 19 pitches with power, electric power. They're hard, gravel hard stands, and they don't have great views of the sea. They have a view of the sea, but it's not as nice as parking here in the main parking area. Another thing he has made is you can now no longer park on the front row. After COVID, you could park on the front row, but you weren't allowed to put up gazebos or awnings because you were blocking the view of the people in the second row. The front row is now gone. It's all flower plants. So we're now in the third row, which is now the second row, and we're staggered so we can see clean. I'll take the camera outside and show you our view at the moment. This is a beautiful park. It's 15 quid a night, 5 quid for a car. We have a car extra because Deirdre is following us down tonight, so 40 quid for 2 nights. No hookup unless you want to pay over there for the hookup, and I think it's a fiver for the hookup. I'm not too sure. Ardmore. I get the drone up tomorrow when there's a few more vans here. There's about 40 vans here at the moment. I think it can hold 150 comfortably. So we'll get the drone up maybe tomorrow. We're going to go for another ramble and say hi to a few people. So I'll wrap up this video here, and here, let's do the drone footage. Right, I want to show you the changes that they've made here at Ardmore. You've seen the drone footage. There's, 19 power points that are over this end here. €5 for the electricity, €15 a night normally. The changes they had, I'm just going to turn this camera around here and show you what the changes are. This front row is gone. This was for 25 pitches. But for some reason this year they have put up the no parking signs, and this row has totally gone. Actually, do you know what, it could be more than 25 pitches. So the front row is now the second row, and then we're parked in the third row. But as you can see, there's, with the exception of that being the only difference, Ardmore has not changed. So it's still a beautiful place to come. When the weather is like this, Ireland is a beautiful place to come. So let me do the wrap up now. Charlie and Deirdre are gone down the beach for a walk. So I'll do the wrap up now by telling you, as I said, €15 a night, €20 if you want electric hookup. There is a charge for bins, by the way. He will take your rubbish. I think it's €2 small bag, €4 for a black sack. I think that's what it is. £5 for a car, and you cannot book. You just come down. He doesn't know this year, 2023, whether he'll stay open all year. He might just open the hard stands all year long. But this is one place worth a look. To finish up.